Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Guys, today is not another normal regular vlog. This is actually kind of a sad vlog, not really happy. But I want to talk to you about this person in my heart and in my friends, Trilogy Media's hearts. Recently, I think on Monday, I will tell you how the story went. Well, to make this story quick, on Monday, or possibly Sunday, I don't remember what day it was, Art at 2 a.m. got a missed call from Mscapitalfab at 2 in the morning. And he woke up the next day, looked at his phone, and was like, oh, missed call from Mscapitalfab. Maybe it was a butt dial, maybe he didn't know what happened. But apparently so, that she was going to tell him that she wasn't going to make it anymore. Miss Fab passed away on Monday, and she couldn't live no more. It's not her fault that she died. It's not anyone's fault she died. I will tell you, it's not even the Lord's fault that she died. I will literally tell you this. God came to Miss Fab on the night of her before she was going to pass away. And he looked at her and he said, Miss Fab, you've lived a long, wonderful life, but I want you to come home with me. And I want you to live with me. And I don't want to see you in any more pain or anything else. Miss Fab said, okay to God. And she grabbed his hand, and they walked up the stairway of heaven, and that's where she went. It is not his fault that she had died. God said, Miss Fab, I love you. You are so sweet. You are so kind. I can't, and he said, these were exact words. He said, I can't bear to see you in any more pain. I can't. It hurts my heart to see you in pain. Come home with me. Come to heaven with me. Come live with me, and I will take good care of you. I promise. It is so hard to see Ashton and Art, and Amanda and Grizzly and Parmesan to lose one of their amazing, amazing friends. And I never met her personally, but I loved her dearly. It's kind of hard for me because I just watched the Trilogy stream from today because Ashton came back from town. I think probably either today or yesterday. I don't know. And he was full on both crying, like real tears. Like, I've never seen Ashton cry like that before. I've never seen him cry like that before. And I watched Art do the same thing. I saw him crying, and I've never seen them cry in my life. I've never seen it before. And I'll tell you this, it is probably one of the hardest things to lose someone you love. I think Art spoke to Miss Fab's son yesterday or today. I think it was today. And, I think, they were talking via text message, according to Art. I think on the day of at 2 a.m., I think Miss Fab was trying to get a hold of them and trying to tell them that I'm not going to make it. I'm going to pass away. But I'm going to tell you this. I feel like, not in a bad way, I feel like if Art never, I'm going to say this, I think Art shouldn't, I'm glad Art didn't answer his cell phone, because I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I'm glad Art did not answer his cell phone. I'm glad he did, because you know what? If he would have answered that cell phone, he would have been so much in tears, and he would have had a hard time going back to sleep. He'd be up and walking around, and you know what? Sleep's important, I know, but I'm glad, I'm telling you, I'm kind of glad he didn't take that phone call, because you know what? It was, first of all, it's 2 in the morning, and it's not her fault. It wasn't a butt dial. No, she was telling him that she wasn't gonna live no more. Now, I'm kind of glad Art didn't take it, because you know what? If that had happened, he would have been up all day. He would have been well rested for the stream, and I care for him, and I care for Miss Fab. And on the other hand, I am kind of glad he didn't take the phone call, because again, he would have been in tears. He probably wouldn't be able to go back to sleep. He'd be up and running around, and he wouldn't be well. He wouldn't be well for the stream. However, I know Miss Fab means the whole world to them, and she meant the whole world to me too. I loved her dearly. I've seen pictures of her. She was probably one of the most kindest person. I'm gonna read that. Probably one of the kindest person ever. She was really kind. She was so sweet. I loved her dearly. You know, Art, it's not your fault you missed the phone call. It's not. It's not your fault. It was 2 a.m. You didn't, you saw it. It was your fault. I'll be honest with you. If you answer that call, you'd be in so much tears. You'd be running around, trying to get a hold of Ashton and who was out of town. I'm glad you didn't because but you should. I'm not saying it's not. You did nothing wrong. All right, and I know it was hard because you couldn't answer the phone because it was 2 a.m. Again, it's not your fault. But for me, I feel like it's kind of a good thing you did it because if you didn't get enough sleep that day, you'd be running around trying to get a hold of Ashton, trying to get a hold of people, trying to find out what's going on, and it's hard, and I get it. But you know what? I'm not saying you didn't do anything wrong. When I found out Mscapitalfab died, I didn't know if it was real. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was there was no way it's possible. There was no way she can't be dead. She ended up passing away. I don't know what she died. First of all, no, we don't know how she died. It might have been COVID. It might have been something. I don't know what happened. But I want you to know, God took care of her. God said, come with me, Mscapitalfab. Come live with me in heaven, in heavenly peace, where I'm going to take good care of you, and I'm going to respect you. I'm going to take good care of you and respect you. God, Ms. Fab said in the end of her, I'll tell you this, God literally, I will tell you, God came to the end, I will tell you this again, God literally, I promise you this, God literally came to the end of her bed, her hospital bed, and took a look at one of her, and he said, Mscapitalfab, I know you were not feeling well. I know you're in pain. You've been in the hospital for some time now. But I want you to come with me so I can take care of you. So my son, Jesus Christ, can take care of you. We don't want to see you in any more pain no more. Mscapitalfab thought about it for a few seconds. She's like, God, before I go, I will go with you because I do want to be more healthy. I want to feel better. She said, give me a second to call my friends, Trilogy Media. God said, I love those guys. Those guys are fantastic. Please keep them a call. Before 2 a.m., before she left, before God took her home, she called she called Art. Maybe she didn't get a hold of Ashton because he was out of town, but that's okay. She called Art. She said but Art didn't answer the phone. I don't even know if he left her. I don't even know if she left her a voicemail. I don't know if she did. If she didn't, I don't know. She was probably gonna tell me that Art. She was gonna say, Art, I'm not gonna make it anymore. God came to my bed. He said, Ms. Fab, I want you to come home with me. I want you to come to heaven with me. I want you to come live with me in heaven because I want you to feel much better. That's probably what I'm assuming she was gonna say. Ms. Fab couldn't get a hold of him, and she said, God, I couldn't get a hold of them, but they'll soon find out. God said, you sure you don't want to give it another shot? She said, no, I feel like they'll know. I feel like my family will tell them. She said, she looked at God, and God said, okay, let's go. God put his hand out like this, grabbed her, and Miss Fab put her hand inside of his hand, and close to his hand, and they walked up to the stairway of heaven, leaving the hospital bed, and that's how she passed away. It is not her fault she couldn't live no more. It's not her fault. It's not even her body's fault. It was God's decision. It's not even God's fault. God said to Miss Fab, he said, you know what? I can't see you in any more pain. I can't. It hurts me too much to see you in pain. I love you so much, Miss Fab. God said to her, he said, as God and the angels walked up with Miss Fab, with Mscapitalfab, up to the stairway of heaven, she took one look at herself. She took one round look at the hospital, and before she went into the stairway of heaven, she went over to Art's bedroom, and Anna took one look at them, gave them each a kiss on the head. She went over to Ashton's place, gave him a kiss on the head goodbye. Same thing to Arya. She gave everyone a kiss on the head goodbye before she departed. Everyone she knew, everyone she loved, she all came in there. Even myself, she came in here, gave me a kiss on the head goodbye, and said, take care, my friend. And after she said goodbye to everyone she knew and all of her friends and family, she took God's hand one last time and entered the stairway to heaven. The doors locked behind her, and she took one look at everyone she knew, and she said these exact words: "Thank you so much for all the love, support, and everything you've given to me. Thank you." The cloud to the door. The doors close as she walks away into heaven, getting herself checked in. Because I think they check people in heaven. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm probably making that up. As the cloud fades away, God says, "Miss Fab, you made the right decision. Thank you for coming with me. I promise you, I will take care of you. I will make sure you feel healthy again, and you will be 10 times better." Miss Fab said to God, "Thank you, and I will go ahead and leave it, and I will get in here." Miss Fab, now God said to the people in check-in who are waiting in line for heaven to enter, God took her by the hand again and said, and moved and zipped past everyone, and he went over to the receptionist. He said, "Let this woman in. This woman is Mscapitalfab." The receptionist knew exactly who she was. He said immediately gave her her wings and her halo. I don't know if they do halos. They might. I don't know. And he let her in. Miss Fab went into heaven. She found her new home in heaven in a cloud house. Yeah. And she set everything up. She got her blankets, her pillows, and everything like that. But the one important thing she had was a picture of Trilogy, and that's on her nightstand every night. And every night before she goes to bed, she looks at that picture of Ashton, Art, Brandon, Sean, and Amanda. She looks at that picture every night before she goes to bed. She says, "Thank you guys for the life you've given me. I love you, and I was glad that I was able to give back to you." Miss Fab will always be remembered. It's not her fault she passed away. It's no one's fault she passed away. God said it was time for her to go because he wanted her to come home. I want to let you know that Mscapitalfab will be sadly missed. I miss her. I missed her. I really miss her. I loved her a lot. Even though I never had the chance of meeting her, I know in my heart she was the sweetest lady ever. I swear to God, the nicest person you ever met. You know what? I love Mscapitalfab, and I'm so sad that the godmother of Trilogy Media passed away so suddenly. You know what? I want you to know that again. Mscapitalfab will never be forgotten. She will always be the godmother of Trilogy Media. And Mscapitalfab, we love you. I love you. Everybody loves you. We all love you. We all miss you. Mscapitalfab, rest in peace, Mscapitalfab. We love you, and hopefully now that you're in heaven, you're feeling much better. Mscapitalfab, we will never, ever, ever, ever forget you, because you know what? You brought so much joy to everyone. We love you, Mscapitalfab. We love you, and we absolutely love you. It's not your fault that you had to pass away. God said He's wanted to bring you home to make you feel more better about yourself. Miss Fab, I love you. We miss you all the time. I miss you. I'm not trying to cheer up. I'm not. But I want you to know that from the bottom of our hearts, we all love you, Mscapitalfab. We love you. Love you. I probably should put this thing down. Miss Fab, love you. And also, I know today's your birthday, but happy birthday, Mscapitalfab. We love you. We miss you. We will see you, hope maybe in another life, or maybe when we come, or maybe when we pass, we'll come be with you. We love you, Mscapitalfab. We'll see you real soon. We love you. All right, guys. See you next vlog. Bye. Love you, Miss Fab. Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you, Miss Fab. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Love you, Miss Fab. Bye. Love you, Miss Fab. Love you. Love you. Love you. Bye, guys.